Hey YouTube, welcome back to Part-Time Fab. Today we've got unboxing. I've got the TIG welder here, and I'll tell you, it's been in the box. I've been ready to make the video, and I need to use it. As you can see, we're going to use the Ultimate welding table. It is unfinished, but I need to use the TIG welder on some of it. So just one little piece. I know, sounds crazy, but I'd really like to try the TIG welder on that little piece. It's kind of thin, so I'm going to take a break from the Ultimate welding table, the Ultimate small welding table, I should say, and do the unboxing, get it out, hook up the air or the argon, and see how it works. This video is really, there's so many videos out there on this TIG welder that I'm not really going to get into the guts of it like so many other videos that I've seen. I'm going to unbox it, pull it out of the box, get it going. I'm going to take a look at it from kind of intermediate user. I don't do this for my day job, so I am by no means an expert, but I am an enthusiast, car enthusiast, as you know, doing with the race car stuff. I have had some professional training in welding, but that was a long time ago, and again, I don't do that for my day job, but I know more than the average bear about it, I guess, but by no means am I an expert. So my plan is just to get this out of the box, show you all the pieces and parts. Yeah, you can see that in 100 other videos, but show you the pieces and parts. I've got a tank of argon. We're going to get it all set up, I hope, and show you how it welds. You know, just give you an overview, see if you'd like to get one of these. We'll get our gas lens, gas saver, whatever you want to call it, we'll get that set up, and maybe get some beads laid today. Never know. So let's get to it. Okay, so when I do an unboxing, I mean I really do an unboxing. I want you to see what I see when I pull it out of the box. So we're just going to take all these straps off and just throw them to the side and see what we get. Here's our welder. Fairly good looking unit. Again, it doesn't say made in the USA, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not. But for a beginner unit, you know, this ain't bad looking piece of equipment. But looks pretty nice though. Here's our power adapter to go from 110 to the 220 plug. I'm not going to be using this. This lowers the amount of power you have at the torch when you're using this, because again, you're only getting, you know, whatever's coming out of your 110 outlet or 120 outlet. So we're going to be using the big plug. I think this unit's my hands without That's nice. I don't think I have seen this on any videos. So this is your torch lead and some accessories. Pretty nice looking, nice bag. Some tungstens, got a red and a green. Looks like it came with a stubby back. That my gas lens kit that I ordered came with a stubby lens, or a stubby back cap, because I didn't know this one came with it and later found out. So I've got 2 of those. But, here's some accessories. And that looks like it. So the box is wrapped pretty well. Got the handy dandy chart here on top to tell you your amperages, your tungsten colors, your polarities, materials, got all that on top. That's really nice. Plus, you should look at it. I may scratch a little bit, or at least all it does on, wipe it down and scratch all pieces. You might want to go ahead and go Walmart and get some lint and just seal the lint on this. I do that because that would be a protective surface. That would be scratched up. They don't scratch lint, but might be able to clear longer and last longer. Alright. The only thing I would really like to see different about this particular unit is a digital readout. And I bet you before too long, their next upgrade to this, I'll bet, includes one. But looks good so far. So let's get some parts. Let me get some of this cleaned up and moved around a little bit. I'll drag my extension cord over here, move the bottle of argon over here a little bit closer, and let's just see how easy this thing is to use. So I'm going to cut and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So what I have done, I've got everything hooked up. I've not turned the machine on yet, but I've got everything hooked up. I got a couple of pieces of metal here to test with, and I got my TIG gloves. I got a tungsten in. I got the gas lens and put in everything. One thing about the tungsten that I don't think I have ever heard anyone say. I got these tungstens, and they are about 6 to 7 inches long. They will not fit in this. Now, whether this is the way you're supposed to do it or not, I took this long tungsten and cut it in half, and then I sharpened those ends. So this one I haven't cut in half yet, but this one I did. You can see it's still got the blue tip on it, which is 2% lengthenated, and that's what I've got in here. And I've got about an 1/8, maybe a 1/16 sticking out. I've got a number 8 cup. I just guessed. I'm really just wanting to get this in here and give it a try. I don't even think I'm going to use any filler metal the first time. That's most of what I've seen people suggest. I do want to give you an update on this unit. When I ordered this unit, I didn't read anything about a flex head. All I remember seeing was that it was a WP17. Well, this is a flex head, and I'll just be honest with you, I almost didn't buy this unit because a similar unit came with a flex head. I'm actually glad that I went with this unit now because it did come with this flex head. Seems like a good unit so far. The torch did come with this sheath to kind of help protect the cable and everything, so that's kind of nice. I didn't know that it came with that. One thing I am kind of I'm undecided yet is this dual cable system that comes out of the pedal. So this is kind of a unique feature with the Eastwood unit. I don't see really why you need this. You can adjust the amperage on the pedal itself. I don't see why you just can't walk over to the machine. I mean, you're tethered to it with the torch and the pedal, so you're going to be kind of close. I don't know, but that was their decision, their design feature. I don't know. There is 2 cords to contend with when you're pulling this around, so I'm not sure. And one of the cords, I guess, controls the one cable controls this, and then the other controls this right here, this the switch. So I'm not sure exactly how all that's going to play out just yet, but I think right now I've got the switch set up, but I'm not sure which cable that I really need to plug in. So right now the switch is plugged in, and one of the leads off the pedal is plugged in, and that lead has it is the 3-pronged lead from this. So I'm not sure which one that actually is, but I can choose between the 2-prong lead is for this or this. So that has to be the switch that controls power on and how much power to give. So in just a moment, I'm going to switch from this, the toggle switch, over to the 2-prong with this, because I do want the pedal to operate the on-off and how much power it's actually getting. So I'm going to switch that in just a minute. I've got the argon over here. It's plumbed, and I cracked the valve and then closed it, and I've been watching the regulator to see if it goes down to check for leaks. That has not gone down yet, so at least as far as inside this unit, through the hose that was provided in the kit to the regulator, at least is tight. There's no leakage. So I guess let's get ready to turn this unit on. I went ahead, turned it on. The unit is powered up and appears to be ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to turn some argon on. Alright, that's good. Now on the chart here, it gives you some post-flow, pre-flow. I've got some information online. I've got my pre-flow set to 0.2 seconds. The chart says 0.4 for everything, pretty much. So a lot of people say 0.2 is plenty. I've got it set on post-flow on 4 seconds. This says pretty much 5 and 6 seconds across the board. So just for a few beads, 4 seconds should be great. I have amps set on 50 here because I'm going to be running weld on this, I think it's a 16 gauge. Yeah, 16 gauge first. I'm going to put a weld on there. No filler metal, just a hot bead to go across. And clearance when you're doing DC, I believe you just leave it at 0. Only comes into play when you're doing aluminum. So for now, we'll leave that alone. And looks like 0 on the chart for the clearance effect. So that should be good. On here it says steel 332nd tungsten, which is what I'm using. Actually, that's a bit big for this 16 gauge. So this is your torch. I got it tightened up. It comes with this little plastic thing here that goes over top of the this coupler, because that's where your power goes through. So to have this covered is a very good idea. So here's our ground clamp. I got it tight, and it is grounded to the table over here. So we're on DC. we're on this other switch here is foot pedal control or panel control. So that is referring to your amperage. So we've got it set on panel control because I don't want to fool with that pedal, the knob down there. So I've got it set on 50, which 45 to 80 amps is what it recommends. So I think probably just hit the pedal a little bit to get some gas, to clean the gas lines out, just to have a little flow out. So I did take some acetone and I cleaned this metal just a little bit. So let's get our helmet on and give this a whirl. Try not to dip the tungsten on the first try. Not getting anything. Good to run, I guess. We're going to use this one. See you later. And voila! I think I just turned the amps up. That's all I did. Let's try that again. Might have just been me. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I just ran a pretty smooth arc around through there. It seems to be flickering or something. I'm not real sure. Some filler metal and see if that helps. It appears to me that the pedal is not controlling anything for some reason. I'm not seeing any ramp up or ramp down or anything, so I'm not real sure just yet. My first dip tungsten, the puddle got a little too tall to touch it. This is certainly a much cleaner weld Much cleaner. I'm liking it. Now I just got to get good at it. I can MIG weld like crazy, but this is different. Hey YouTube, so I guess we're done with the TIG welder review slash welding slash whatever you want to call it. And the welder seemed to work really good. I really enjoyed welding with it. Everything seemed to work good. I didn't have any complaints up until the moment the smoke came out of it. So I don't know, I may have showed you that already, but maybe I'll put it over here and you can see that again. But the unit was working really well, pedal was doing really good, everything seemed to be working fine until the smoke rolled out of the machine. But I boxed it up, I've sent it back, and past this, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if something was wrong with the machine, because again, I only ran a few beads on it, and maybe 10, 15 beads over an hour and a half time span. You know, I think the machine should have been able to handle that, but I don't know. But FedEx has got the box, and we'll see what Eastwood has to say. But still enjoy the machine. I still think it's a good machine. I say that even though the machine had trouble. I still think the machine overall, I've read so many good reviews and everything that I think the machine was just had a flaw in it, and they'll make it right. So no big deal. We'll move on and go to the next project. But rate, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down if you like this video. If you didn't like the video, let me know. Give me a comment if your feelings are more complex than this. So, but thanks for watching Part Time Fab. We'll see you next time.